Yo! Video games.
Just Metal Black.
Not Dark Cloud 2. Kenny said Dark Cloud sucks.
Yeah.
Damn. Hear that, chat? You hear what he said? About your game?
You've got boot power.
Why would you say that? Why, though?
Incog Incorporated.
I want to go to the restroom.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
In your
Skip that.
DMCA.
We're trying to. Great job, Kenny. Nice skip.
I'll do it.
It's Black Ops 1 marketing.
All right.
Remember this game being good, but pretty fucking ugly.
Multiplayer, we can have.
Where you got like a guy with a fucking clown face.
I mean,
Challenge.
it was very gray and brown. Very gray.
Challenge.
Let me do one part of the story.
What the fuck?
Bro, I don't want to have to school you again like I did.
Let's go then.
This was Game of the Year according to EGM.
Game Awards? No.
What's happening?
What was it? Yeah.
I'm not controlling.
EGM. EGM said, well, that was the first one.
Oh, Twisted Metal 1 is better than Metal Gear Solid.
It said it was better than Chrono
Oh,
Trigger.
there we go. There's my wife.
My parents put me in here.
My internet search history.
They think it was Kelly's death that sent me.
I could
to
save
jail.
it. I could fix
They
it.
thought I'd gone nuts. But you know what the
Aren't
truth
all the
is?
intros about people from the
They're
asylum?
the ones who
Basically.
should have been
This is just thrill kill.
There are tons of kids just like me. It was a relief to finally meet someone. who
Nice,
understood.
nice artwork.
So this is David Jaffe
His
Winkfest.
name was Calypso. He ran this contest.
Yes. Yes.
He said if I
Correct.
won,
Yes. Took me a while. I was thinking Cage for some reason. I'm like, Cage?
I
No.
could avenge
Yeah, this is
my
David
death.
Hefe.
So I told him I'd play as
How does she have her makeup in the asylum?
Kelly was my best
Video
friend
games,
in the
right?
world. I would have died for her. Who knows? Maybe if I'm lucky, I'll get the chance.
Ooh,
Maybe
she's so edgy.
Maybe she tattooed the makeup all on her face. This game is so 2000s, a little bit.
Little bit.
She's so edgy.
Nuts.
Zorko
See
Brothers.
what's nuts?
Nah, it's just all.
Damn, bro.
I should just call this game Ugly.
I stand by it.
All right.
Jeez. So speed.
Runs well, though.
You're running.
Running good.
Nice and sexy 60.
Running surprisingly good.
Motherfuckers are just walking around and all this shit. Who is this guy? Run him over. Do your job. Fire pickup.
Nice. Chad, what was the creme de la creme of all car combat games?
Carmageddon.
Oh, jeez.
What'd you do to that guy? Why'd you do that to that guy?
Yeah, you know.
What'd you do?
Nice girlfriend.
WWE Crush Hour. Get out of
Crush
here.
shower.
Get out of here. See, I agree with
70s one.
I agree with the Vigilante 8 people.
BGA. BGA was great.
I love Vigilante 8.
I never liked car combat games.
Yeah.
I loved them.
Like the Mario Kart, like battle modes and stuff like that. I never liked it.
Wow. So
That's because I like the racing, right? I enjoy racing. I think that's enough for me. There is one, however, car combat game that dominates all the rest, and it's called Split Second.
That's a racing game.
Yeah, with combat. It's got
Cars.
Sort of.
It's got supers and shit.
I mean, it's got what I want, which is the ability to destroy your opponents.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I think? Car combat, I think arena.
Yeah, I like this. I agree.
Like, not racing. It's like last man standing, deathmatch.
like Road Rash doesn't count.
Right. Road Rash is technically a racing game.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Rocket League.
That's soccer.
You can combat the shit out of the other characters.
Right. Yeah. Rocket League. Yeah, it would probably be a car combat game.
Have you ever played Rocket League, Steve?
Yeah. I actually enjoyed it. It wasn't enough for me to
Keep
like,
like.
yeah, keep liking it and shit like that.
I've
fun,
never
but-
played it.
Really?
I never played Rocket League. I never played Fortnite. I never played Minecraft. I never played League of Legends.
About to play Fortnite.
You're about to have
If
fun.
Leon gets his fucking jacket,
Join us in the sun.
if Leon gets his jacket and his RE4 costume, I will join you guys.
I just told
Rocket League is very difficult, but you have to like understand how to like maneuver those cars
Shit
well.
myself.
Yeah,
It is
there's
very
a learning curve.
Yeah, a huge learning curve for a lot of people who haven't really done stuff like that. But I mean, that's why I think it gets a lot of people watching, because the people who are doing or playing that game are doing shit no one else can do.
Yeah, it's impressive.
Yeah.
Impressive on how like anyone can.
And I've also never played World of Warcraft.
I played World of Warcraft.
Exactly. Unpure.
Unpure.
I've never
Uncultured
played
swine.
Minecraft or Rocket League.
You haven't played League of Legends either.
I've never played League of Legends.
Yeah, you're still good.
I've never.
You're going to heaven.
Somebody, you guys don't play Minecraft?
Dude, I've never played
awesome
GTA
game.
5.
Have you played Minecraft, Steve?
No.
Kenny?
No.
I also never played Minecraft.
My kids have played it,
Yeah.
and my niece plays it.
God. Does that give you power or something?
Yes.
Since you played Call of Duty, yeah, but we played it before it was cool.
Right? Or Call of Duty hipsters.
It was fine.
That's so not true.
We played it as it became
We
cool.
played it as it became cool.
Yeah. I'm gonna
That's
call it out on
crazy.
being lame.
I played the old school Call of Duties on PC.
Call of Duty 2.
Yeah, the old
Call of
school
Duty
one.
original.
World War II
Yeah.
games, you know?
Yeah. So the Modern Warfare thing was a huge jump. from
Yeah, the
there.
fact that, oh my god, we're actually going to get a war game that is not in World War II?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That was a big deal because everything was World War II.
Everything was World War II. Everything was like Allied assault, all that
It was
kind
a
of shit.
genre unto itself. World War II shooter.
Yep.
Yeah. Even then, though, it was like the gameplay was like the most innovative thing. Like
Yep.
it was so different.
Everything of Call of Duty essentially fucked up
Changed.
Halo. Like, Call of Duty, like, and Halo 3 and Call of Duty happened in the same year, right? Because I remember I was playing
Yep.
Halo 3, and I stopped playing, and I
Yep.
loved it. I stopped playing
2007.
it because, Jesus, this Modern Warfare game is amazing.
So you were a Halo player?
I liked it. I didn't see it in a multiplayer shooter.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Halo 2 was great, and Halo 3 was great. And then
Then
COD 4 happened, and kill streaks were fucking amazing, and all the
Kill
guns
streaks
felt
changed,
good, and the
didn't it?
maps were
Well,
amazing.
It was
like,
also
Jesus.
60, so.
And it ran great. Yeah. Yeah, Call of Duty 4
COD
was
4 is
sick.
still one of the greatest first-person shooter games of all time.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe even greatest games ever, period.
I'd say
I'd say it goes to Modern Warfare 2.
Yep, 2.
But
I'd say
Call of Duty 4 essentially.
Campaign was not as good in 2, though.
It was pretty... Dude, you forgot about the nuking the White House and all that shit?
It was Michael Bay-ish shit.
It was, but that's not a bad
But do
thing,
you,
right?
okay, yes, the new.
It's done in a good
but
way,
do you
though.
remember Ramirez? Get to the Burger Town. Ramirez.
That's
protect the thing.
one level.
Ramirez.
That's one
Keith
level.
David, please stop telling me to do everything.
That's just one level.
That's not the only.
And the Burger
level.
Town level isn't bad.
Yeah.
It's really not a bad level. That's when, like, Russia starts invading and, you know...
Yeah.
That's like one instance in one level.
Yeah.
But you
I
are
still
remember-
don't think I have experienced a game launch that had more hype around it than
that
Modern
one?
Warfare 2.
Oh yeah, that was nuts.
The hype for MW2 was astronomical, like life stopped
Yeah.
type shit. And Modern Warfare 2 was happening. Like, it was such a big deal. Like, bigger than Street Fighter 4, bigger than Final Fantasy 7, bigger than any fucking game I can absolutely remember. Bigger than, you know, the N64. It was
I think
massive.
the most comparably big launch was San Andreas.
Maybe, yeah. Or maybe a
San Andreas
GTA.
was like a big deal. Like every mainstream news outlet was covering it and shit.
Halo 2 100% had hype. It did, but even Halo fans will acknowledge that pales in comparison to what Modern Warfare 2's release was like. That shit was insane.
I can't even tell you what is the hypest game that was like that got released.
For me, it's definitely MW2 and Street Fighter 4. Right? Those two games were pretty massive. And I think there was definitely a lot of hype for like Metal Gear Solid when it came out.
Yeah.
MGS1. There's a lot of hype for that shit.
Yeah, but it was way bigger for 2.
In fact, for me, the longest I was like hyped for something and waiting for its eventual release and counting down every single day was the
Cool.
Dreamcast.
What the fuck?
Waiting for 99.99 to eventually happen.
Not even 7
does.
remake.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, well, granted. Yeah. 7 remake is almost weird because it's segmented, right? There was several years in between there where I just forgot the game existed.
I
chose to.
You said I have to basically put it in my mind that it's gone. Like it's
Yes.
I can't think about it.
You can't. It was like 5 years, man. And I made like in 2015, 2016 when I was talking about the game, I was making jokes that it's going to come out in 2020. I was literally joking about that. So from the 2017, 2018 to even to 2019, I literally had to forget that FF7 Remake even existed. I just had to stop. I was so excited for like a year, and I was like, nah, I'm done. I can't.
Cyberpunk got pretty hyped up too, man.
It was
Super hyped
trash.
It did, but it didn't deliver,
No, it
right?
did not deliver
so it
for
didn't
that.
really match. Yeah, you got to realize that the game has to match that hype.
See, that's the thing. I wonder if the hype for Cyberpunk was because of marketing or because of word of mouth.
It was absolutely all marketing. There was no word of mouth.
Well, it's also because everyone loves Witcher 3.
Yes.
A lot.
It was on the assumption that the previous thing they did was great. This is going to be just as good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was not. So something, yeah. So what we're judging is something that was hype and lived up to it.
And also accompany that hype with something that delivered. You know, which is an interesting thing to like think about. What was like?
I'd say MK2.
Oh, jeez.
MK2 is a
MK2
very good
is
one.
Super big hype, and it lived up
MK2
to
is
it.
a
10
huge ass game, man.
10 plus.
Yeah, that's definitely a game that was hyped and lived up to it.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, for a lot of people, sometimes it's always like, you know, oh, it totally lived up for some people. This game totally didn't live up for others.
You know what? I was really hyped for, and I feel like it lived up to it. Like 100% was Mortal Kombat X. Like really, we were all
You know what?
really hyped for that shit.
I think the actual game itself outdid the hype of that game. I think the game
Was better than the hype?
Was better than the hype.
Yeah.
I think
The
that's
story was great. Like the roster was good. I don't know, man. Like to me, that shit was really. You know what also lived up to the hype and was fucking great? Resident Evil 2 remake.
Yeah.
Great game. Lived up to it.
Yeah, for sure.
This guy has so much health.
Oh, what about the hype for what did you say?
RE2.
Resident Evil 2 remake.
I'm saying the original.
Oh yeah, no, I think that was even bigger.
Yeah, I think the original.
Granted,
it was way more.
The hype for RE2 OG was fucking insane. Because there wasn't many like scary games, right?
And I never even heard of Resident Evil before the hype for Resident Evil 2.
Really? Oh, I knew about it because I had it on Saturn.
Right.
And everyone talked about it because like this game's so scary and like that kind of shit.
Yeah, no, I started with Resident Evil 2. I didn't even play Resident
It
Evil.
was most people's entry points.
Yeah,
Have you ever actually played OG Resident Evil?
Yes.
of course.
You played OG Resident Evil 1?
I played it after.
Okay. But you played it after RE2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played it after.
I beat it.
RE2.
I played it after.
But I told you guys,
it was
I played it recently with the PlayStation Mini.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's brutal.
Well,
You have to really-
you guys were saying
You
that.
gotta use your fucking imagination on that shit.
Well, no, you guys saying that that game is slower, so that's the reason why I didn't notice, how messed up the system was.
Oh, yeah. You mean the PlayStation,
The Mini.
a little PS1.
Whatever the fuck it's called. But no, yeah, RE2, the hype behind it was what got me into Resident Evil in the first place.
I get you.
Yeah. There was no survival horror game of its caliber at the time.
Oh, I know one. I feel like I was there for it a little bit too, even though I wasn't like super into it. But the hype for Mario Brothers 3, dude,
Because of the movie.
because of the movie.
Was-
Yeah, because of the wizard. Like that was like the first one, I'd say. Like one of the real big first ones.
Brothers 3.
So the Wizard was a movie made by Nintendo, or was a movie
No.
just
No, it was
sponsored?
with Nintendo licensing.
Licensing?
Right, and they got like a little glimpse of Mario 3 in it.
That's one hell of a marketing fucking plan right there. Is like, here, let's release this whole fucking
Oh,
movie
damn.
about video games and then do a trailer for this brand new game that's coming out. in
I
the
feel
movie.
like there wasn't a lot of hype for Smash Brothers Melee when it came out. It just became huge. It was obviously an important game for GameCube, but it didn't feel like super hyped. Because Smash was always like a weird game at that time. It was like, oh, it's some goofy N64 thing. Yeah, cool.
It came out 2 weeks after launch, which was like not great.
Yeah.
But it was definitely, people were definitely like hyped about it. Here's the thing: a lot of people.
But it wasn't
don't-
that big of a game yet.
Rogue Squadron was kind of more the game everyone was talking about on GameCube.
Yep, it 100% was. That was the must-have. It wasn't Luigi's Mansion. It was Rogue Squadron.
The thing I think a lot of people actually don't know or don't realize is that going into launch, Xbox was not looking good because Halo. I played Halo at E3 2001. Yes, I'm old. Shut up. It was awful. It was rough.
Yeah, early Halo was rough.
It was a piece of shit game. Like no one had faith in Halo 1 before it came out, except Bungie or Xbox did. But like the perception going into that launch was like Xbox was basically going to be
one in here.
Another 3DO or something.
Right.
I got in here for a little bit. Oh, there's one up there.
You know what was an insanely hype, but didn't live up to the hype? Who remembers Japan Time?
Oh,
Yeah, for Brawl.
For Smash Brothers Brawl. The whole term Japan Time came from the fact that there would be updates from Nintendo and Sakurai on Smash Brothers Brawl for the Wii.
I think I'm dead.
And everyone was waiting for Japan Time in the mid-2000s to wait for updates to Smash. Jesus, this was crazy, Kenny.
This is tough.
This is tough, and it went on for years.
Oh, God. Oh, some hoes.
Did you like it?
Yes.
Did you like it?
All right. Well, good for you. How was it?
It's fun.
But, eventually I don't think it led up to it. I think there was more hype in general for Smash 4.